Hello, new 11th grade scholars. Welcome to your first week of Summer Academy. Because you are now in my cohort and this week has already been a lot, I want to properly introduce myself. And I know as of right now, you probably only know me as this. And I want to change that. I know we've had PM sessions where we get to interact, but I want this video to be a better curated introduction to me. These videos are also something I want to be creating for Summer Academy weekly emails because I know that you don't need another lengthy email in your life. I think this is a short and succinct way for me to connect with you in the virtual world. And it seems that I'm not the only educator trying to get creative.
Welcome to my African savannah.
Mrs. Andrea Anderson doesn't normally dress up in a lion costume and stand in front of a green screen, but very little is normal these days.
The math teacher at Bronx Theater School spicing up his online lessons with impersonations.
Negative numbers, go down, Post Malone!
This Clinton High School teacher is taking her lesson plans to her students' TikTok, starting with the basic equations.
Hello, we're twins.
Adding a little music.
An 8th grade teacher is proving he'll do anything to support his students. Richard Fisher promises to do one crazy thing a week if his students complete all their assignments. So far, he's kissed a pig and he's even eaten some bugs.
Yeah, I'm not doing any of that. As far as I go, here's some facts about me that you should probably know. I love music. I play several instruments, or at least I used to, and I digest several albums on like a weekly basis. I even wrote the music to this video. No, I didn't. I don't know why I said that. I just wanted you guys to think I'm cool. I'm huge on activism and have always been since college. And sadly, all the different ways I like to think I show up have become more increasingly relevant throughout this past summer. I'm a huge fan of fine cuisine and exotic food. And my last fun fact is the reason that I moved from my hometown of Los Angeles to New York City 5 years ago was because I went to NYU for my master's degree. I don't know how much more obvious I'm going to make it throughout my time as your PM. Not only did I go to that school for my master's, but I used to work in the Office of Undergraduate Admissions, so I would read around 800 college applications a year for a living. And I was charged with specifically getting more diversity in the school, so really advocating for Black and brown students to get into an elite university like NYU. And becoming an expert on the college application process, these are skills I very purposely sought to learn to intentionally help my community, and that's something that rings true for everyone on the 11th grade team right now. We're more than ready to be a source of comfort, your guidance, and your reminders of why you're here. I see a lot in you. And trust me, I've been there before, because this was me when I was your age. That's me in the 11th grade with all my angst, my favorite fire hydrant or tree, and my well-groomed mullet. This is pre-COVID. That long hair was a choice. When I was growing up, my friends and I really did not have a lot of mentors that pushed us. We had problems with authority, and the only thing we really cared about was music. I remember not studying, waking up late, and missing my SAT, and not knowing what direction I was heading in life. I had a pretty rude awakening when a lot of violent things started happening in my neighborhood. And that made me realize that I needed to get my grades up and actually get out of my community for college. I was lucky enough that one of my reach schools eventually took a chance on me despite being well below their grade point average. I couldn't be more grateful because this was the start of the path that changed everything for me and what led me to you specifically. The one question I consistently get asked from my scholars is, why does SEO hold you to such high standards? And why do we think this program will benefit you? It's because we know you could be pushed to achieve more. We know you will go far with the resources that we give you that wouldn't be available otherwise. And I know that I could be the person for you that I needed when I was growing up. So that being said, let's do this together and let's start Summer Academy off strong. So hot when I do this stupid bit.